so Gotham just got back from being awful weekend. Holy crap, did they come back with an awesome episode. There was a whole bunch of storylines going all over the place, so I'm gonna skip around a bit at the beginning, but holy crap, have I saved the best for last. The episode starts off with Bruce being Robin Hood because he's stealing from the criminally rich and giving to the poor by chunking money and making it rain off the building. Also, motherfucker jumped between buildings. We saw the Penguin bawling his eyes out at his dad's funeral, and creepy ass family was just gonna kick him to the streets because you know they don't give a fuck about anybody. Penguin not having anywhere to go was like, I'll do anything, and they decided to just make him their freaking maid, butler, servant man and treated him like complete shit. More on that later. We got to see Barbara in a truth circle at Arkham Asylum talking about all the crazy shit she's done. Obviously, Hugo Strange is using her as an experiment, and Miss Peabody thinks it's all an act. Side note, freaking Hugo Strange, shave your head, bro. It looks terrible. Shortly after that, we see Barbara get let out into the world because, you know, freaking Hugo Strange is gonna use her as a freaking guinea pig. But at the end of the episode, and I'm saying this now because it's not as important as the other stuff that happened, Barbara freaking shows up at Gordon's doorstep. Speaking of Gordon, he's on the hunt for the man that framed him, and his buddy Bullock is totally helping him out, especially by taking one for the team by freaking sexing up a police officer lady and getting her keys so Gordon could get the freaking tape of who called in the anonymous tip to put him in jail. Gordon doesn't want to get freaking Bullock in trouble, so he's like, don't contact me anymore. I got a few friends I can go to. And the friend he goes to is the motherfucking Riddler. And this is where the freaking chess game starts because it looks like Gordon doesn't really know it's Riddler, but he thinks he'll help him out. And Riddler's like, oh! He got all scared when Gordon showed up. Gordon is asking Nigma for his help. He's all like, I know you're good with audio, so can you play this back? Blah, 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 blah. Riddler moves a chair and sets shit up so he can help out Gordon. They start having conversations about who they think framed Gordon. Gordon says that whoever killed Pygmy has to be psychotic. Riddler takes that to heart and he's all like, oh bitch, and he throws some shade back at Gordon, and that's when Gordon's all like, maybe we should play the tape back together. Nigma's all like, let's do this then, and they freaking play the tape, and at the end of the tape you hear a cuckoo's nest go off in the freaking audio recording, and then who has a cuckoo's nest? Nigma has a cuckoo's nest, and he's all like, oh, Gordon busts out his gun, and he's all like, I knew it was you, Nigma, you motherfucker. And freaking Riddler's all like, bitch, I knew that you knew that, I knew that you knew, and he's all like, because freaking he has a chair that has an electric box, and it shot your dick, and does all this shit, and Gordon's all like, oh, and he fucking falls down, and oh man. But for real though, Riddler already knew that Gordon knew that he knew all that shit, because when he moved that chair, when he got into the house, he got the chair with the freaking electric box, and you see him pick up the remote off the table, and he's all like, this bitch knows, let me bring out my special chair. Riddler freaking starts dragging Gordon out to his car, and of course nobody's gonna see. That just must be how things work in Gotham, because nobody saw him dragging a body to a car. Anyways, right when he's popping the trunk, Gordon gets away, he tries to jump through a window, Nigma pulls out his gun, goes plop, 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 and fucking pops Gordon in the leg, and his blood goes everywhere. Nigma starts chasing him through all these damn corridors or whatever, and he's like searching for him, and he's like talking to himself, and he's talking to Gordon or whatever, and he says KK for some reason, completely forgot why. Gordon's all like, Kristen Kringle, and he's all pop, 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 pop. Gordon manages to escape the situation by jumping out a door where there's a bunch of people, and Nigma loses him, although you should have been able to just follow the trail of blood to find him, Nigma. Thought you were smart, bro. Cut to Bruce and Selena playing house. Bruce is freaking making some dinner or some shit, and Selena's all looking for her jacket, and Bruce is like, it's over there on the couch, I fixed it for you. Apparently she tore it, and Bruce sewed it up, and he was like, yeah, Alfred said it's a good homemaking skill that I need to know, blah, 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 blah. At that moment, Selena's all like, oh, but that moment gets ruined pretty quickly because freaking Gordon stumbles into their room, and Bruce and Selena are like, what the fuck, Detective Gordon? Gordon's all like, what the fuck are you doing here? And he just like falls on the couch and basically goes to sleep because, well, he's lost a lot of blood. He wakes up at Wayne Manor because freaking Bruce called Alfred and is like, yo, Gordon's hurt, come pick me up, butler boy. After some much needed rest, Gordon comes up with a plan on how to trick Nigma to lead him to the bodies of Miss Kringle. That plan involves Selena going to give up Gordon for that freaking reward money, because you know Selena would do that. Selena then goes to the police station, and freaking Bullock's all like, bitch, you can't say nothing, but freaking Barnes comes out, he's like, what do you know? And she starts spilling all this stuff because she knows the Riddler's gonna be there, and you see the Riddler like, oh shit, what's gonna happen, and she freaking just keeps throwing out information. He gets brain fart, he gets really worried and he freaking runs to the bathroom and talks to his other half. That whole thing leads to him going out to the woods in the freaking snow to dig up Miss Kringle. Of course, Gordon freaking follows him out there. Nigma's all like, oh, bitch, and he pulls out his gun, and they have this chat, and of course, you know he's got backup, and all of the GCPD is around them, and he's all like, it's over, Nigma, and Barnes is like, put that shit down, bitch. Gordon freaking outsmarted the Riddler, and that was pretty awesome, but I want to give a freaking salute to the Gotham writers for not making Riddler 100% million badass, because when he's all like, he throws the gun down and tries to run away in the snow and falls down. That is totally something that would happen to the Riddler, and props to you, Gotham writers, for making that happen. But now let's get to the craziest motherfucking thing that happened in this episode, and that was the return of the motherfucking Penguin. Like I said earlier in the video, freaking the creepy ass family were treating Penguin like shit. They were literally throwing food at him, the two kids, and they were like, Penguin was just taking it, and you knew he was just gonna snap at some point. Anyways, the moms are like, Penguin, give me my drink with a fucking cherry in it, bitch. Penguin's looking for freaking cherries because he doesn't want to displease her. And what does he find when he's looking for cherries? Quick question, why are you looking for cherries in a fucking cabinet drawer? Cherries get kept in a cabinet drawer? I thought those things were always refrigerated. Anyways, when he's searching, he freaking finds the bottle of poison, the same bottle his dad drank. This gets the Penguin's brain going, and he freaking pours some on a plate and gives it to the dog. Why are you gonna do that to a dog, Penguin? Poor puppy. Anyways, he finds out it's poison because the dog dies, and the two creepy kids show up, and they're like, Mom wants to make sure that roast is good. You better have a prime roast for Sunday. Penguin's all like, bitch, oh, they're gonna be a good roast. I want to know what you guys freaking thought happened. I personally thought that freaking Penguin was gonna use the rest of that poison and put it in the freaking meatloaf roast thing. Oh, but no! Oh, no. Freaking Gotham writers are like, bitch, that's too simple. We went a million steps further, and they were... Anyways, freaking Penguin makes the roast, right, and he's feeding it to the mom, and he's all like, try this part. And she's all like, this is terrible. And he's like, oh, you gotta try the freaking right side of this because it's that much more juicier, or whatever he says. And she tries it, and she's like, oh, that's freaking terrible. They don't taste, they taste exactly the same. And he's all like, I highly doubt that. At this point, you're probably like, what's going on? And he freaking changed into his daddy's clothes, and he's like, oh, you notice anything different? And she's like, you're being weird. And he's like, oh, bitch, I'm fucking weird. She starts yelling for her kids, and he's like, they're not gonna hear you. She's like, what did you do? And he's like, what? What did I do? What do you mean, what did I do? Bitch, I just fed you your kids, man. The freaking right side and the left side. That's your daughter? And she tastes juicy. She tastes so much juicier than the boy. There is a difference, woman. Penguin freaking fed the mother her kids and then stabbed her to death. I would freaking spin right now, but I was so shocked. I was like, dude, Penguin is back with a vengeance. Oh my god, Gotham, jeez. Oh, straight up with the applause. That was awesome. I did not expect that, and I am a person that tries to expect everything in episodes. Oh, good TV. That was such a crazy moment in tonight's episode, guys, and there's not really much speculation I can go into. I could start telling you things about Barbara and all that stuff, but this wasn't really a big episode. Next week's episode looks like it's gonna be huge because Theo Galaman's coming back, the Freeze is gonna be in his suit and throwing bombs and shit, and Bruce is gonna be with Gordon doing something, and Barbara says she knows who killed the Wayne family. Next week's episode looks like it's gonna be dope. What? I was about to sign off, but completely remembered that Bruce Wayne did a total Batman tactic tonight. If you remember, Alfred told Bruce that he can't have the loyalty of Selina and going after the people that killed his parents because they don't get Selina killed. So he was like, you need to make a choice. Bruce then talks to Selina and is like, hey, I'm not gonna go back with you. And she gets all mad. She's like, oh, it's because you're a billionaire and I'm just trailer trash, right? And she dips out. And at the end of the episode, she freaking throws that jacket that she was like, all about. Bruce doing that was so Batman because any comics you read, Bruce never lets a love interest get close. He always closes them off, especially Selina. She freaking always comes back and he's all like, move bitch. That relationship's always crazy off and on, but hey man, they got a connection together, so now that's all I gotta say, but I want to know what you guys think. How shocked were you when you saw the freaking mom eating the kids? How cool was it to see Bruce do another Batman type thingy? And were you happy with the way Gordon Gordon caught the Riddler? Let me know in the comment sections down below. Guys and gals, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with all your hoodlum buddies. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for all things nerdy and geeky on this channel. As always, guys, I am your host, JUICEbox. Remember, when you wake up in the morning, ask yourself something. Have I had my daily dose of juice? See you guys next time.